Over the last 5 years, I've identified and worked on the most important skills you need to master your finances in order to reach financial freedom. As an obsessive student of all things personal finance, I often notice the skills part of the conversation is ignored. So today I'm covering 11 of the most crucial skills you need to focus on to grow your wealth. These are the skills that help me turn my financial life completely around. These are the skills that will help you work smarter, not harder, to get where you want to go fast. I think the soft skills section is especially useful, so be sure to stick around for that. My name is Frankie. Welcome back to The Money Resolution, where I publish financial independence videos weekly. Like if I earn it, subscribe if you want to see more from me, and let's get started, starting with hard skills, the knowledge you can gain and put into action. Number one, organization. It's important you have or create a system to organize your finances so you can get all of your ducks in a row. Knowing your net worth, for example, is step one. Plus, you need a clear picture of the whole situation because you can't improve your weaknesses that you can't identify. Getting organized and staying organized is how you'll spot trends and places that you can cut back. It means you won't miss payments and get hit with late fees. You won't miss when prices or rates go up. And staying organized is ultimately how you're going to be able to set the right goals to get you on the path to success. Number two is Excel or Google Sheets for basic budgeting. Take organization further and learn Excel basics and shortcuts to help you budget and track on an ongoing basis. This is the best way to track your progress and stay consistent. I actually created a passive income tracker that I used all of last year to keep me motivated on that journey. And years ago, I created this annual budget planner via Google Sheets that I still use year to year. You can also use free services like Personal Capital or Mint, but I find that tracking manually can benefit you even more. So I do recommend you create your own tracker or use a template that works for you. And you can snag blank copies of mine for free using the links I'll pin in the comments and put in the description. Number three, your unique skills. You have unique skills and or unique knowledge. You need to recognize them and tap into them. This is how you create your unfair advantage. I can't tell you what your skills or unique knowledge are, but identify them, possibly combine them, and then you can create your own income opportunities. The best way to do so, put those skills to work to create passive income. I have a background in writing, teaching, and making videos. I studied finance in the last 5 years, so I'm knowledgeable there as well. I combine these skills and now I write about money on Medium. I self-publish 3 books and I create these videos weekly. So hone your unique skills and again, leverage them into a side hustle, maybe your main gig, or even passive income streams. Number 4, investing 101. Notice that I said 101 and not 201, 301, or 401. You don't need an advanced degree in investing to be successful at it. In fact, learning beyond 101 could actually hurt you in the long run, and that's because you might overthink and try to outwit others. Analysis paralysis is real. Here's all you need to know to be a successful investor. Prioritize maxing out any and all tax advantage retirement accounts like a 401k before personal investing. Invest in a simple low-cost index fund that tracks the S&P 500 or total stock market. Do this automatically and forget about it for a decade or two. Get rich slow does work, and the less hands-on, the better. Number 5, research skills. Research is the skill of being able to find information you need that you can trust and learn from. So to piggyback on Investing 101, the best way to learn investing is via self-research. Ultimately, though, there is a lot of misinformation out there spread by uneducated people or people spreading advice that only works for them in their particular life situation. But if you practice your research muscles, you'll discover timeless books, blogs that have thousands of readers for a reason, trustworthy YouTube education channels, and even professionals that can help. Okay, let's pivot over to soft skills for financial success. These aren't the skills you would necessarily learn from the classroom or from books. They're interpersonal, they're street smarts, they're personality traits that help you be financially successful. And they can each be developed with attention and focus, much like sharpening a tool. Number 6, negotiation. When you understand the art of negotiation and you can learn how to use it to your advantage, you realize you can negotiate almost anything. This can benefit you massively financially. You can negotiate your interest rates on credit cards, the price of slightly damaged items that you're buying, your work hours, and even your work salary. In fact, a big mistake people make is not negotiating when they get a job offer. Know your worth and ask for it. I remember once I even got quotes from rival insurance companies and gave them back and forth, leveraging them to get the lowest rates. I've had late fees removed simply by calling and asking. The examples are countless, and you'll see the opportunities once your negotiation skills are honed. Number 7, humility. Some people are overconfident when they shouldn't be. Others simply do what their parents taught them. Humility is the ability to approach personal finance with an open mind and a will and willingness to learn. It's the ability to admit that you don't know what you don't know. In practice, it starts by identifying your strengths and weaknesses. When you know your weaknesses, focus on improving those for the biggest gains. For me, that was all things investing. It was my huge blind spot, so I got to researching and learned a ton that I immediately put into practice. Money can humble you, so be humble when you approach learning about it. Number 8, patience. Speaking of investing, you need a long-term mindset. I don't mean 5 years. I mean 25, 35, 45, or more. The secret to financial success is delayed gratification because patience is the shortcut. When it comes to investing, I always say set it and forget it. The hard skill part is the set it part. It's putting the investment plan in motion and automating future contributions to it. The soft skill is the forget it part, which is even more important. It's the ability to stay the course even when the market is down. And when it comes to debt, patience is also required. Create a plan and know that you can't do it overnight. It might take you 5 years to pay off your credit cards or 10 years to pay off student loans. Don't put extra pressure on yourself because people in a hurry make bad decisions. Number 9, communication. Great communication in life is key and key to your financial success. Talk about money openly with your friends, family, and most of all, your partner if you're in a relationship. Don't hesitate to ask a lot of questions or ask for help or advice. For example, a lot of people don't realize their company's HR department can be very useful when it comes to deciding on benefits or a retirement investment plan. You can also seek out a financial advisor for more holistic conversations. Communication is also articulating goals clearly to yourself. It's the thoughts and conversations you have about money internally. Clear communication externally and internally is a through line for success. Number 10, optimism. I used to have a lot of pessimism about money. I'd get upset about how high taxes are or how much interest I was being charged on my credit cards and loans. I blamed a lot of other people for my financial problems. But when I finally sat down, got organized, and figured out exactly where I stood financially, something strange happened. I realized it's not as bad as I thought. I can figure this out. But then I thought, no, I'm going to figure this out. That attitude changed everything. These days, I don't feel like there's a single financial challenge I can't solve, and I no longer look at working on my finances as a chore. I don't have to put in the work. I get to. Remember, positive things happen to positive people. 11 is time management. Managing your time starts with the ability to say no. No to happy hours and events you ultimately can't afford. No to advertising tricks and upsells. No to extra travel insurance. No to excessive subscriptions you don't need. I often remind myself it's a hell yes or it's a hell no. It's also finding time to focus on your finances daily. I swear by the 1% rule and the 5-minute rule. Aim to improve your finances 1% a day by setting aside 5 minutes to work on them. Get in the habit of prioritizing this time daily and you will succeed. So, how many of these have you mastered? What resonated with you from this list on screen? What did I miss? Which hard or soft skills do you think are necessary to achieve financial independence? I would love to hear from you on this topic. Today's video was inspired by a great question from subscriber James Haran in the comments last week, so thank you, James, for that. I am always all ears for content ideas that you want to see, and I'm always here as well to answer questions in the comments. I do my best to reply to everyone. If you enjoyed today's video, I think you'll enjoy my last video if you haven't seen it. I dove into the 6 secrets to financial independence you can tackle in under 5 minutes. Perfect for that 5-minute rule. I'm sure you'll find it useful, so I'll see you there, or I'll see you next week on the next one. Thanks.